Hi folks, Matt Easton here, Scholar Gladiatorian. Now this is a kind of public service announcement about the shipping of knives and swords, anything with a blade on it, into the UK. Now a few people, in fact quite a lot of people, have contacted me about this and asked for guidance, so I thought I'd do a quick video about it. There is a misconception, a misunderstanding at the moment, particularly in the USA, but also to some degree in Europe as well, that there is somehow a ban on posting or shipping blades of any kind, swords, knives, into the UK. This is wrong, categorically wrong. First of all, the law hasn't changed in recent times in the UK in this regards, okay? I'm receiving swords, other people I know are receiving swords, it's fine. The law hasn't changed. Now, first of all, there are prohibitions on certain so-called, in British law, offensive weapons. There is a list and there are prohibitions on those. I'm not going to discuss those. Obviously, if you live in the UK, you shouldn't be buying those. It's illegal to buy those. It's illegal to import those. Okay, but something, for example, like a straight sword for HEMA or reenactment or fencing or martial arts, then that's absolutely fine. There is no regulation on those. You can ship them into the country. Where does this misconception come from? Well, quite simply, don't use FedEx. Okay, so Federal Express, FedEx, in the UK are under the, I won't even say misconception because they know the law. Okay, I've spoken to FedEx about this. I have had a couple of things come in with FedEx, and I've got very close friends of mine who've had things sent with FedEx that get bounced back again. The problem is not UK customs, it's not UK law, it's not HMRC, it's nothing to do with Border Force, it's nothing to do, in fact, with the UK. It's to do only with FedEx. Now, unfortunately, FedEx are a fairly cheap shipper, so lots of people use them. For example, lots of American companies, well-known, I won't name them in this video, but lots of well-known American companies, but also companies in China and India, send things by FedEx because it's economical. Unfortunately, when the law changed last year about the postage of bladed items requiring certain things, there's no prohibition on the posting of bladed items so long as you follow the steps required that mean that you have to ensure that the receiver is over 18 years old. It's as simple as that. But FedEx in the UK decided that they couldn't deal with this very simple thing, and they weren't going to deal with it at all. So people, say in America or China or wherever, go, great, I'm going to post my sword with FedEx. FedEx in China or India or America take that person's money and post it to the UK. When it arrives in the UK at an airport like Stansted or Heathrow, FedEx in the UK go, we're not having this, and they send it back. At the origin country, say USA, they're taking your money to send an object to the UK when FedEx UK then bounce it back and won't receive it. I myself did manage to get something through FedEx, and it was held at Stansted for long enough for me to be able to get Parcel Force, the UK national carrier of parcels, to go and collect it for me. Parcel Force didn't have any problem with that. I have a Parcel Force business account, and I post hundreds of swords a year all around the world, and I receive lots of swords to me as well. Companies that I receive swords through include Parcel Force, DHL are fantastic, and I have had some through UPS and other carriers as well. So the basic upshot of this is don't use FedEx if you're in the UK or if you're shipping to the UK. So this isn't just for UK people. You might be an American company who makes swords. Don't ship swords to the UK with FedEx. You might have to charge more money to use DHL to the UK customer, but that's the way it is. FedEx UK have put a company prohibition on handling anything with a blade on it. I don't know if they extend that to garden implements and kitchen knives, I don't know. But certainly as far as swords are concerned, they will not handle them in the UK. But it is a FedEx problem. It is not a UK Border Force or UK law problem. We have no UK laws preventing us from importing swords. One final thing I want to mention is something that's muddied the waters with this issue is that obviously we've just had Brexit, and we have a pandemic on, and that has resulted in huge postal delays and things being held while HMRC or Border Force assess them for tax and things like this. That is a completely separate issue, and yes, we have postage delays just the same as lots of other people in the world do, because we've got a pandemic on, people working from home, shortage of staff, and we've just had Brexit, and there's lots of confusion over import and export forms. Particularly European companies, I have to say, I've noticed European companies seem to have a lot of confusion about how to fill out export forms to send things to the UK. I don't understand why, because it's just the same as sending something to the US, I think, but I think there's a VAT complication involved. But anyway, that's not the purposes of this video. So, the upshot of this video, there is no limits, there are no legal barriers to importing swords and knives into the UK, so long as they're not something on the prohibited weapons list, and so long as you are over 18 years old. The buyer and receiver is over 18 years old. Final thing I'll say is, on the prohibited weapons list, there is one elephant in the room, and that is curved swords. We are legally entitled to purchase and import curved swords as well, but you have to fulfill certain criteria. There are certain defences. You have to demonstrate that it is for martial arts practice or reenactment, or it's traditionally made, or it's antique, or whatever. That is something I will deal with in a separate guide and document and video, but I hope that this video has been useful to some of you. If you're an American or Canadian sword maker or sword seller, or European sword maker, or Chinese or Indian or anything else, or indeed if you're a UK buyer of swords, as always, make sure you comply by the law, but there are no restrictions, at least no legal restrictions on importing legally purchasable, like straight, for example, swords into the UK at the moment. Cheers for watching, and I'll see you again soon.